Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this video. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Hey, are you getting ready to get progressive lenses, or did you just get progressive lenses in your glasses? Is it that time? Is it that time? Well, look, getting progressive lenses is something that you have to get used to. And today we're going to discuss some tips to help you do that. All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shirley, and I am here looking at life through my lens as an optician with 30 years of experience. And today we're going to give you some tips to help you get used to your new progressive lenses. Okay, guys, now, I always have my notes so that I don't forget anything, because I'm not going to remember, child. I am 55 years old. My memory ain't what it used to be. I do have the knowledge, though, but to sit here and remember what to say, okay. Getting used to your progressive lenses. Tip number 1. Have your glasses professionally fit and professionally adjusted. Now, you really can't get glasses without this happening. And if this doesn't happen and you're getting glasses, you need to go somewhere else to get your glasses. But it's really important that the glasses are adjusted properly. Because of the way progressives are designed, they have to sit on your face correctly in order for you to see properly. Okay? So it's important that you get them fit and adjusted correctly. That's like really important. The way the frame sits on your face and the measurements that are taken makes all the difference in the world. Okay? Now, number 2, once you get these progressive lenses, you need to wear them. I know that might sound crazy, kind of like common sense, but the reason I say that is because they're a little bit uncomfortable, people tend to take them off and put their old glasses back on. You don't want to do that. Usually when I have a patient come and pick their progressive lenses up, I automatically tell them, especially if they haven't worn glasses or if they haven't had progressives before, or if they have a very high prescription, I automatically tell them, look, don't wear these today because you've had your old glasses on all day. I'm going to suggest that you put them on in the morning when you first get up. Put them on your face and leave them on. You've got to wear them in order for your brain to adjust to them. If you keep going back and forth between your old glasses and your new glasses, you're never going to get used to them. It's not going to work. Okay? And this adjustment period, it can take anywhere from 3 days to 2 weeks, depending on what you got going on. If your prescription's high, if the prescription changed drastically, if you haven't worn glasses before, if you haven't worn progressives before, all of that plays a role into how long it's going to take you to get adjusted to them. The next tip I have is proper use. In other words, you need to learn to use these, okay? Progressive lenses are going to cause you to use your glasses differently than you've ever done before. It's something that's totally different. Okay, so the way a progressive lens is made, I have my glasses here. I have progressives. Out here on the edges, there's an area of distortion on the inside here too. The top of that lens is for you to see distance. The middle is for like computer distance, looking at the dashboard in your car. The very bottom is for you to read. Okay, so when you're using these, you want to look straight ahead and you want to point your nose at what you want to see. So if I move my eyes like this, I'm going to be looking through that distorted area that I'm talking about. I've got to turn my head and point my nose directly at what I want to see. That's one of the biggest things that's going to help you get used to your progressives. You have to learn how to use them. It's a learning curve. It is a brain adjustment. You have to give the glasses a chance. Okay, so when you're looking straight ahead at distance, things will be clear for you. Now, when you go to read, almost knocked my little stand over. When you go to read, you want to drop your eyes and look down at whatever you're reading. If you're reading, looking at your phone, anything that's up close. Now, if I do this and hold my head down and I'm looking through the top of the glasses, I'm not going to be able to see to read. And that's what you're used to doing. You're used to just holding your head down and looking to read. But when you get a progressive, you have to drop your eyes. Now, what I usually have my patients do is I have them put the glasses on and I tell them to look at something. And I say, okay, hold your head like this, pick something to look at, and then slowly bring your head up. And that would allow you to see how the lens changes in prescription. And kind of give you an idea of how you have to hold your head according to what you're looking at, because that's going to be the whole thing. Once you get the nose pointing thing, then it's about the distance. Okay, what are you looking at? If I'm looking at distance, I can just look through the top of my glasses and I should be able to see fine. If I'm going to read, I need to drop my eyes. You shouldn't have to do this. If you have to do this, they may need adjusting or remeasuring. Okay, you should just be able to drop your eyes and see to read. And then when you're looking at a computer, you have to find that spot, because it depends on how far away your computer is as to where you're going to be looking through the lens. But it's going to be somewhere in the middle. Okay, it's really something that you have to give a chance. About 85% of the people, when they get progressives, they have to adjust to them. Another thing that makes a difference is the design on the progressive. Like I was telling you about this edge distortion. Some lenses that are of better optical quality or have the latest technology are going to have less of that distortion. So your area that you're looking through is going to be wider. And then there's older technology where that area is smaller and you have more distortion. So that's something you have to consider too when you're getting your lenses. You want to get an HD lens so that you have a nice wide area, a nice field of view for your progressive. Okay? Okay. Now, another thing you want to consider that's important, it's important. Another thing you want to consider with this whole where to hold your head thing is when you're stepping over curves and walking up and down steps, you can't just drop your eyes like this and look down. You've got to put your head down so that you're looking through the top and not the bottom. Because if you're looking through the bottom, you may trip and fall, and we don't want that for you. So remember, when walking up and down steps, you want to hold your head down and look through the top. Okay, it's all a learning curve. It's all a learning curve. Now, this one may seem like a no-brainer, but it has to be said. Your glasses have to be clean. If you've got smudges and dirt on your glasses, that's going to make it harder to see. And the progressive is already doing that for you, because you got to learn how to use the progressive. Don't add more fuel to the fire because your glasses are dirty. They have smudges on them, fingerprints or skin oils or whatever's going on. So you want to make sure that your glasses are cleaned properly. And I think probably one of my next videos, I'll do a video on how to clean your glasses properly, because I see people come in all the time. They're not cleaning their glasses properly and they're upset because their lenses are destroyed, basically, because they didn't clean them properly. They didn't take care of them properly. Okay, so it's important. Make sure the glasses are clean. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about that computer use thing again. Now, progressives will help you see at a computer distance. But if you are a person who spends 8 hours a day or more in front of a screen, it may be a little harder for you to use a progressive to find that area that you want to look through. And usually what I suggest for my patients is a computer lens. We have something called an office lens. It's similar to a progressive, but it doesn't have any distance correction in it. It's just computer and reading. And then it has a nice wide area for the computer. You don't have to fuss and fight to find that spot that you need to look through. So it's really a good alternative, and I really highly recommend it if that's what your job is, if you sit in front of a screen all day and you have progressive lenses. Okay, if you're a nurse, you spend a lot of time in front of a computer. Me, I'm an optician. These are my progressives, but I do have office lenses. Okay, because I sit at a computer 90% of my day. Okay, any job, data entry, receptionist, anybody who has a lot of screen time, I really suggest you go ahead and invest in yourself. Because that's what it is. It's an investment in yourself. It's going to make you more productive, more comfortable, more confident, because you'll have glasses on where you can see what you're doing. Go ahead and get yourself a pair of computer glasses. I really highly, strongly recommend it, especially if you have a really high script and you spend a lot of time on a computer. Please get yourself some computer glasses. Okay, but if you spend a lot of time in front of screens, I would say just go ahead and invest in yourself and get yourself an additional pair of glasses. I have another video I did, which I'll put I'll have it right here, that you should go check out, that talks about different occupations and the different type of lenses that you need for different occupations. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. I really hope that these tips that I gave you are going to help you ease into wearing that progressive. I know it's a thing that I see people fight. Me, myself, I didn't care, because like my first pair of bifocals were with the line. I have some patients, they're like, I am not wearing that. I am not old. Well, it's a fact of life. As you age, you need bifocals. That's something we can't change. That's just how it is. Some people can go longer than others, and some need them earlier than others. But the fact is, everybody's going to need a bifocal eventually. So don't fight it. Go ahead and ease into it. If you got more questions about your progressive lens, please feel free to put them down in the comments. Like this video. Until next time, guys. Bye.